Harry's wife. It's Eastenders. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. Now, before we get down to analysing more of the behaviours of Prince Harry and those around him, set within the auspices of narcissism, it behooves me to provide a little bit of context for those of you who aren't British and might not have any familiarity with Eastenders or the East End. The East End is the East End of London, and it's a historic core of the wider East London, east of the Roman and medieval walls of the City of London and north of the River Thames. It doesn't have universally accepted boundaries, but there's a general concept of where it is. And the area was once notorious for its considerable poverty, overcrowding, and associated social problems. And this led to a history of intense political activism and association with some of the country's most influential social reformers. Another major theme of East End history has been migration, both inward and outward. The area had a strong pull on the rural poor from other parts of England and attracted waves of migration from further afield, notably Huguenot refugees, Irish weavers, Ashkenazi Jews, and in the 20th century, Bengalis. The closure of the last of the Port of London's East End docks in 1980 created further challenges and led to attempts at regeneration, with Canary Wharf and the Olympic Park among the most successful examples. While some areas of the East End are undergoing rapid change, the area continues to contain some of the worst poverty in Britain. In essence, it has a character of lower working class, of cockneys, those that were born within the sound of the Bow Bells, but more recently with immigration, there's a real sort of mix. And one of the things that came out of the concept of the East End was a television program that began on the BBC in the 1980s called Eastenders. And essentially, this was characterized by certain families that were well known, perhaps even notorious, um, in the area around Albert Square. So you sort of had the Fowlers and the Beales, and then you had the Mitchells, were associated sort of a slightly gangster with Phil and Grant, the sons of the matriarchal Peggy. And there were other families, and it would invariably be known for being quite at the forefront of storylines in terms of, for instance, a character who had AIDS when that was not something that was often televised. It's a soap opera, essentially, and it's quite apt, really, because what's been going on with Spare is essentially like an episode of EastEnders. You see, what Harry doesn't seem to grasp is that all families have fallouts. Brothers war with one another. A family member might engage in playing hide the sausage with somebody else's spouse, causing ructions within the family. One child perceives that they're being treated less favourably than another, believing there's favourites at play. There may well be a black sheep of the family. Yes, I'm still allowed to say that. Nobody's cancelling me. And within any family dynamic, there's going to be fallings out, great celebrations, people moving through the rites of passage, of going out and getting drunk, and their sexual awakening and falling out with a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and then getting engaged, and the engagement being broken off, and then getting married, and children coming along, and losing jobs, and all of the things that everybody knows about that goes on within families. And of course, because you can't choose who they are, and because people have this outmoded concept of loyalty also, it brings up all these strange dynamics. And it's almost as if Harry doesn't realize the fact that having a bit of a spat with your brother isn't anything amazing. It is something that's happened many, many times before, will happen many, many times again, and doesn't need to be aired. And the petty squabbles that go on, which would range from Oh, Ben has got an extra sausage. Why does he get more than me at tea time? Cue sulk from another family member. Or somebody saying, why, you never let me do what I want and you're always making me stay in. I hate you. You're a rotten mother. You're a rotten father. We all know these dynamics. We all know about the shenanigans that go on within families, but Harry doesn't seem to understand. And of course, Harry's wife, because much of her world is a complete work of fiction, exacerbates what has gone on and decides, look, they didn't do what we wanted. That makes them awful people, seen through the lens of painting black. And thus she throws fuel on the fire by, rather than thinking, oh, it's families, don't worry about it, at the end of the day, we've got to provide a united front to the outside world. She won't, because as a narcissist, her narcissism sees there's something to be gained by accentuating the differences, manufacturing squabbles, accentuating underlying concerns. Her narcissism does so to assert control, divide and conquer, to draw the fuel, etc. But it occurred to me that realistically, the rumble of a royal nature between Prince William and Prince Harry, the kick-off in the kitchen, if you will, would have been better envisaged as between two cockneys, as if it were on Eastenders. You can picture the scene thus. Right, Harry, I've told you before, your wife, right? She's loud, she's abrasive, and she's slag. Don't you fucking say that about my wife, Billy boy. You think you're top dog, don't you? Just because you're going to be king and all that. But I'll fucking tell you, I'll fucking have you. Oh yeah, you and whose army? I'm going to be king. You were in the army, and they had you playing on your Xbox in a bunker because you're a little mardy-arsed, ginger-pubed pussy. Don't you fucking call me a pussy, you baldy bastard. Oh, I'm fucking nails, I am. Oh, I fucking got an helicopter and I killed 25 of those fucking Talibans, I did. No, you fucking didn't, you big ponce. That was somebody else that did that. You're thinking about when you shot them all on your Call of Duty, you stupid lemon. Fucking hell, I've carried you all these fucking years, I have. And now, what you do? You fucking get hooked up with that yank. She comes over here giving it all the... And you, led by your fucking dick, you moron, you sent Grandma off to a fucking early. No, you fucking say that. I love Grandma. I did, Billy. I did. I always loved her. We did the mic drop thing together. Oh, I did that with her. Those Obamas, they fucking shit it when they saw that. I'm telling you, they did. Don't you fucking start bringing in your namby-pamby, limbry political mates. Oh, I'm going to get you in an headlock, you ginger bastard. I'm going to bring out the cheese grater. No, not the cheese grater, Billy, please, not cheese. I'm going to bring out the cheese grater. You and I are going to have a little sit down. And you are going to tell me all the fucking crap that you've been feeding about me and my missus. Oh, I love Kate. You know I do. You know I love Kate. I really do. If I even still crack one off. I told you before, it's too much fucking information. I tell you, if Grandad was here, he would come straight in now, get out the strap, and whop your fucking ass until it's pink. I know he would, Billy. Honestly, I don't sleep at night thinking about how many necklaces might get snapped over this shit. Necklaces? What the fuck are you talking about, you ponce? You don't wear a necklace, you're a geezer. You wear a chain like this. Oh, fucking hell, Billy, that's really spanking nice, that is. Where'd you get that? Off the market? Don't fucking matter, does it? I'm the one asking the questions here, ginger pubes. And as you can understand, it probably would go along something like that. A duel between two cockney geezers in the rumble in the jungle. But that is what Harry has turned all of this into. A soap opera. He's made it like EastEnders. And he's making himself look ridiculously stupid, whilst, of course, Harry's wife isn't in this particular scene because she's behind the scenes, laughing to herself. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.